Hi guys, and welcome back to Book Snob Wannabe. Okay guys, let me apologize in advance for the glare in my glasses. I can't fake being blind any longer. Like, I couldn't see in those other two videos. Sadly, for January, I only completed one book, and it is The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. Happiness Project, or as she calls it, why I spent a year trying to sing in the morning, clean my closets, fight right, read Aristotle, and generally have more fun, was a really good book actually. She spent a year of her life on a quest to become happier. The chapters are divided up in months, and every month was a different theme. For instance, January was to boost energy, February was to commit love or better love to her husband, June was to spend more time with her friends, September was to pursue a passion, November was to keep a content heart, and December was to a boot camp perfect, which means the past 11 months she tried to actually act out within that entire month of December. I actually really enjoyed the book. I do suggest that you do not try to read this book quickly. I would suggest, if you are serious about bringing more happiness and positivity into your life, that you take your time with the book. I think I got the book at a perfect time. It was the beginning of the year. I used that month to dive into the book, read it, and now I'm going to take some helpful hints from the book and apply them into my own life and create my own happiness project for the year. One of my favorite quotes out of the book is, "Once I started trying to give positive reviews, though, I began to understand how much happiness I took from the joyous ones in my life, and how much effort it must take for them to be consistently good-tempered and positive. It is easy to be heavy and hard to be light." If that ain't true, I don't know what is. So, like I stated, it's a great book to not run through. She also has a site that I will leave the link in the description box below. The first book I plan to read for the month of February is The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. Here you go. It should be self-explanatory. I'll read the back if some people don't know about it. Each night, Picola, ooh Lord, I hope this is girl name, prayed for blue eyes. In her 11 years, no one had ever noticed Picola, but with blue eyes, she thought everything would be different. She would be so pretty that her parents would stop fighting, her father would stop drinking, her brother would stop running away. If only she could be beautiful. If only people would look at her. When someone finally did, it was her father, drunk. He raped her. Soon, she would bear his child. Ooh, that's a bit heavy. I actually have a goal of reading all Miss Morrison's works by the end of this year, but that'll be a video for another day. The next book is Go Tell It on the Mountain by James Baldwin. Now, I started reading this book a couple of years ago. I don't know what happened. I think when I was moving from Atlanta back to Louisiana, I stopped reading it in that hustle and bus, and then I never picked it back up. I really want to finish it, so I have that on my list. Next, I'm going to read A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. This is book 2 in the series A Song of Ice and Fire. I read the first one, which of course is Game of Thrones, and became immediately obsessed with the series. I am a stickler of I have to read a book before I can watch a movie or the TV show. So there, I read book 1. I saw season 1. Now I'm on book 2, and so I can't start the show of season 2 without finishing the book, and I have not had time to dive into this book. So hopefully I can clench my teeth into it this month. Pretty much, I'm really trying to complete these before the new season comes, and I think it comes either in the end of March or the beginning of April. I'm not sure, and I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to complete this, but damn it, I'm going to try. Next is a book that I'm going to be reading as a read-along with the blog Unputdownables, and it is called Middlesex by Jeffrey, and I'm not going to even try to pronounce this man's last name because I'm not trying to mess it up. Now, I have had this book on my shelf for ages. I believe I got it at I think at a Goodwill or something like that. And again, I believe it's about a guy who was born a girl or a girl who was born a guy, and how that whole thing happened. I'm so hoping it's true. But pretty much Oprah told me to read it, and what Oprah tell me to do, I basically do it. And for my perpetual read, well, I'm calling it a perpetual read because I've been reading this for months, and it was supposed to only take me 40 days. But that's neither here nor there. It's Rick Warren's A Purpose-Driven Life. Now, this book has, again, like I said, 40 chapters that you're supposed to read in 40 days. And I had every intention of reading this every night before I went to bed. Of course, that didn't happen. So here I am, probably 3-4 months later, still trying to read this book. However, I really like this book. I'm glad I didn't rush through it because I'm basically using this book like I use the Happiness Project as a book of exercises. There are some chapters that I agree with, and I'm going through and I'm actually trying to use them as exercises and complete them. And there are some that I be like, I ain't feeling, I don't necessarily agree. So this is it. Lastly, for my book club, we are reading The Cuckoo's Calling by J.K. Rowling. Now, I'm not quite sure what this book is about. I think it's a guy who came from Afghanistan and now he's a private detective, and basically it's a murder mystery book. I am excited about it. From the other members, they say it's good. So I will be reading that. I saw other booktubers do this. As you can see, I have a huge bookshelf. Not like a majority of you guys on here, but I have a lot of books. And I consistently buy books. I consistently get books from the library. And then that's not even focused on that Kindle Fire. Therefore, I have a lot of books that I need to start reading. I don't know where to start. And so I decided to do what everybody else do, because I'm a copycat, and do me a TBR jar. Decided that once a month I will go in this TBR jar, pick out a book, and that will be the book that I will also read for that particular month. So let's see what I pick out. I picked out Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. That is good because I started reading the book and I didn't finish, and I don't think I have that much to go. And it's on my Kindle Fire, so I can take it and read it wherever I'm at. I didn't want to pick out this book, but I guess here we go. And there we have it. Those are the books that I read in January, the books that I'm currently getting through, and the books that I plan to read in February. If you like this video, please subscribe and or hit the like button. I will leave all my handles in the description bar below, as well as the website for the read along and the website for Gretchen Rubin's Happiness Project. Okay guys, I'll see you next week. Bye.